Okay, so first thing you're going to do is you're going to click on New Project. Okay, so I would put for the title, Holocaust Research Project. Okay, and then I would maybe put your name, first and last, or middle and last, whatever you go by. Okay. Then next, when it says citation style, English always uses MLA, Modern Language Association. So you're going to choose that one. If you have to write a paper in a history class or like a college psychology class or something like that, it would be different. Then last one, we're going to use advanced level just because it has the most different forms. Like if you have a website or if you have a brochure or a YouTube video or a documentary, like all these different types of sources that we're going to use. So we need a bunch of different varieties. So everybody got their name, MLA, and advanced. So click submit. Okay. Then we're going to start here on our dashboard. We're going to do our research question and our thesis. We're going to do that first. And I'm going to give that to you guys for this first time. Really, we're all about in 10th grade teaching how to organize. So I'm going to teach you how to use NoodleTools if you're not familiar with it, but I'm also going to teach you how to organize your ideas, just like we did when we were outlining, when we did our Rainy River essay. Remember on our argumentative essay, we made an outline first. Okay, so same thing's going to happen here. Okay, so first thing, click over here on research question. You're going to type, what can we learn from tragedies caused by hate? What can we learn from tragedies caused by hate? So this could be the Holocaust that we're going to talk about. It could be things like the genocide in Rwanda. It could be things like shootings at synagogues here in the United States. It could be a lot of different things. Okay, I'm going to try to sort of leave it open-ended for you. Okay, so then you just click out of that box. Click over here on thesis. We're going to leave this really general too. There are many things. Space. There are many things that humanity can learn from tragedies caused by hate. There are many things that humanity, meaning all of us as human beings, humanity can learn from tragedies caused by hate. Maybe we didn't do them. Maybe we don't have hate in our hearts. Maybe we weren't even the victim of that tragedy, but maybe we can learn from it anyway. Okay, so then just click out of that box, and that research question, that thesis, is going to drive everything that we do. Okay, so I've got sources already laid out for you. I'm going to give you one today to look at. So as we're doing this, we're going to kind of take notes with an eye towards this. Every source we look at, we're going to say to ourselves, okay, in this source, what's something that I can learn from whatever tragedy it's talking about? Right? We're talking about 2020, even if it happened in the 1940s with the Holocaust or something like that. Happened a long, long, long time ago. Maybe before your grandparents were even born. You know what I'm saying? Okay, everybody good? Next step is down here where it says sharing and collaboration. You're going to share with my little project inbox so that I can look at everybody. Now, I can't edit or do anything to yours, but I can give you advice and help you and see everything. So down here in the sharing and collaboration part, where it says sharing, click on share with a project inbox. When you click that, you're going to enter a project inbox name. So I think mine is under white. You guys would be second block, and this is fall 2020. I think that should be right. Is it coming up for y'all? Second block dash fall 2020. Is that working for anybody else? Yeah. Okay. So that's what it should go to. Okay. You also want to put your name Like put your actual name, not just last name or not just first name, whatever's in there. Okay. Other big thing is share paper if it lets you do that. Okay. If not, we can fix it on the next step. But click done. Invalid project inbox name. Okay. Well, we'll have to work on that here in 1 second. Okay. If you go back up towards the top, one other thing that I think it's not going to let us do yet is share the paper part, because when we actually get to writing the paper, this will work with Google Drive and will automatically share. If you click up here back on project details and click start paper, it will ask you to connect to your school Gmail. So you're going to say, yep, you can drive with my Google Drive. That's totally fine. And it will make a new document. It will name that document what you named the project. So this is going to be your final draft. On this, go ahead and type, this is, excuse me, my final draft. That way when you open it up later, you see it in Drive, you'll know what it is. Okay. Once you've done that, then you can just close that paper. Boom, done. Okay, all good? All right, so you got your project all set up. First thing we're gonna do is look at sources and note cards. So by the end of this, you're gonna have 4 sources, and we're gonna do note cards. So let me pause this. Okay, so with that source in your hand, okay, you're gonna look at this piece of paper. You're going to look at it and see who the author is, where did it come from, what the title of it is, the page numbers, if you can find out anything like that. Okay. So up at the top it says A Tattoo to Remember. That's the title. If you look over here on the side, it says by Jody Ruderin. She's our author. Okay. If you look down at the bottom, it says The New York Times, up front, upfrontmagazine.com. Okay. New York Times is a very famous newspaper. Up front is the student magazine, high school magazine. Okay. You see there's a little 16. If you flip it over on the back, there's a 17 because it goes on to the next page. And then on the bottom of that page, it also tells you what edition. This came out in the magazine on January 7th, 2013. So all of that information is what I need to put in my source. Okay. So let's do that. If we clicked New Source, okay. Now we've got it copied in print right here in front of us. So I'm going to click Print or in hand. And then I'm going to choose, it's a magazine, right? It tells us it's Upfront Magazine. So I'm going to click Magazine. All right, now this part, this source check you can ignore. This would be like if you don't know if that's a good website or something online to use if you don't know if it's reputable, credible. But I'm going to give you all your sources so you don't have to worry about this. You can just do continue. Okay. So we're citing an article from a magazine. Okay. So first thing I'm going to look at authors. I know what her name is. Jody. Her last name is Ruderin. So I'm going to type that. Jody Ruderin. And it's going to underline her name and tell you that that is not right. But it is. We spelled it right. Then article title is A Tattoo to Remember. Okay. I got that. We don't need an English translation. It already was in English. We do have a start page and an end page. So I'm going to put 16, 17. Okay. Name of the magazine, if I keep scrolling down, is Upfront, all one word. I don't know the volume. I don't know the issue, but that doesn't really matter because I do have the publication date. So there on the second page, it tells us it's January 7th, 2013. Everybody got that? Upfront is the name of the magazine. Publication date is January 7th, 2013. Okay. And that's all I need to do. The one little thing down here at the bottom, the little like stoplight, traffic light, leave it at green. Always include this source in my final work site. Leave that, don't uncheck that, don't do anything there. Okay, and then we're just gonna save. Easy peasy, right? It puts everything in the exact right format for us. It'll do the like last name, comma, first name, period, put the article title in quotation marks, put the name of the magazine in italics, put the date the right way, put the pages, all that formatting on our works cited. It does all the work for us if we just type in the box. Now, if there's information that the source does not give us, we can't put it in the box, right? We can only put what we know about a source. But as we go through these, I will help you with the source. Okay. Next year, your junior year, you're finding your own sources for your research paper, so that might be a little bit more difficult. But I'm going to walk you through it and show you how to do things this year. Okay. All right. So I think that's your first thing for setting everything up. Let me go to note cards, and here in a second, we'll read and highlight and annotate in the actual article so we know what to make note cards about. But first, let me show you what note cards are. Okay. So if you click new note card, all right, it'll show you all of this, and it tells you exactly what to put in. Okay, it says title. That'll be title of this note card. Now I know this sounds dumb, but we're going to do this last. We're going to put everything on the note card and then title it whatever we put on it. Okay. Source. We have a source. We can drop down and select. Oh yeah, this is from that Jody Ruderin article. That's how to remember. So I'm going to read and I'm going to put my notes right here. Okay. URL, it doesn't have one because we're not reading this online. Page, if we use direct quotes, we'll put either page 16 or page 17. Okay. Then in these boxes, direct quotation, it says copy, paste, or annotate here. So like I would directly type out what I saw in the article, Jody Ruderin's words. Then over here in my own words, I would explain it to myself so I understand. I kind of summarize, kind of say it to myself if I was explaining it to somebody. Okay. Then this last part, my ideas, it says original thinking here. How does this fit with what you know? What do you wonder? What can you follow up on? Okay. That I'm going to recommend to you when we're looking at the overall essay, the overall what can we learn from tragedies caused by hate. That's where you're going to start putting that kind of stuff because we'll brainstorm together and decide kind of what we think those big ideas are because we'll turn those into our body paragraphs for the research paper. You see what I'm saying? So we'll purposely take note cards of where we think we're going to kind of go with these. Does that make sense? Okay. And like I said, you'll do your title of that note card last. Okay. And then always do save and close because unfortunately NoodleTools is not like things on Google Drive, not like a document or not like a slide or whatever it is. Okay. So make sure you do save and close. Okay, so that's how you set up a project and your first source and how you can start looking at all the note cards.